In today's video, I am going to teach you how to enter a bill in Microsoft Excel. By the end of this, you will have a simple and organized layout for tracking bills, including payment status, due dates, and helpful formatting so everything is easy to read.
Now, first click cell A1.
In that cell, type your column headers for tracking bills. This might include labels for things like the vendor, invoice number, total amount, due date, payment status, and the date paid. Take a moment to make the headers clear because they act as your guide every time you enter a new bill. Next, type your vendor name in cell A2 and enter the invoice number in cell B2. This is where you capture the specific details for the bill you are recording. As you type, make sure the vendor name matches what you will recognize later, and ensure the invoice number is entered exactly as it appears on the invoice document. After you enter the vendor and invoice number, you will add the total bill amount due. In cell C2, input the total bill amount due. This value is important because it is often the basis for budgeting, forecasting, and review. Enter the correct amount so your tracking remains accurate over time. Now you will record when the bill is due. Enter the official due date of the bill in cell D2. Use the date format that Excel recognizes in your system. If you are unsure, you can type the date in a standard format like month, day, and year, and Excel will typically convert it automatically. With the basic bill details in place, you will move to payment calculation. Click cell E2 to enter your payment calculation formula. This column will help Excel determine whether the bill is pending, overdue, or marked as paid based on the information you enter later. In cell E2, type the formula exactly as follows. =IF, F2, paid IF, today D2, overdue, pending. This formula checks whether a payment date has been entered in cell F2. If F2 is not blank, it displays paid. If F2 is blank, it compares today's date with the due date in D2. If today is greater than the due date, it shows overdue. Otherwise, it shows pending. Once the formula is set, the next step is entering the actual date the bill was paid. Enter the actual date you paid the bill in cell F2. If the bill has not been paid yet, you can leave this cell blank for now. Excel will use that blank value to display the correct status in the payment calculation column. Now you will improve readability with currency formatting. Select column C and press Ctrl plus Shift plus $. This formats the values in the total amount column as currency, which makes the numbers easier to scan and understand at a glance. Next, you will format dates so they appear consistent and professional. Select column D and column F, then press Ctrl plus Shift plus #. This applies date formatting to your due date and the date paid. When both date columns use the same formatting, it reduces confusion and helps the status logic work smoothly. After formatting, you will make the sheet easier to use for future bills. Drag the formulas down from row 2 to automate future entries. As you drag, Excel will copy the formula so it automatically adjusts for each new row. This means you only need to fill in the vendor, invoice number, amount, due date, and payment date, and the status will update for each bill. At this point, your bill tracking system is set up. You have headers, you have the bill details, and you have a formula that automatically determines whether each bill is paid, overdue, or pending based on the due date and the date you enter as paid. And that covers everything you need to know. You can now enter additional bills below, and the sheet will keep your information organized and your payment statuses up to date.